The following trailer is rated H for honest.
From the publishers of some of gaming's most popular shooters and some of its hardest flops comes a game that asks the question, what if we made BioShock, but about antidepressants? We Happy Few. Uncover the unhappy history of We Happy Few that got funded through the curled monkey's paw of the internet, Kickstarter, where good game ideas go to die, then was revealed to the world in a main stage E3 trailer that got everyone's hopes nice and high, only to dash them to the ground when it turned out to be a procedurally generated survival game, causing the developers to spend 2 years of early access trying to make it into the linear story everyone wanted it to be, and getting maybe half of the way there, in a gameplay experience that's less Dishonored and more Dead Island. You're gonna make me fill survival meters and I can't even get fully nude? This is way behind the genre. Jump into the brave new world of Wellington Wells, an apocalyptic reimagining of a fictional Britain where the inhabitants are heavily medicated, society is run by an oppressive government, and everyone is wearing the anonymous mask. Then step into the shoes of the 3 protagonists featuring Arthur Hastings, an awkward British everyman searching for his brother, Sally Boyle, a chemist looking for a way out with her daughter by doing a Breaking Bad, and Ollie, the drunk diabetic war vet Scotsman that really stretches the limit on how many racial stereotypes you can fit into one character. Watch as they struggle through a series of strange and surreal set pieces that will really grab your attention, just enough to distract you from how cartoonishly British everything is. In a story that feels like the developers watched Austin Powers and A Clockwork Orange once and designed a whole world around it. Seriously? You drink tea to heal? What do I have to do to get a skill point? Start a colony? Prepare yourself for the monotonous gameplay of We Happy Few that tries to mix stealth, action, survival, and crafting, and doesn't really nail any of them. With clunky combat that has little to no variety, stealth that's either overpowered or completely useless, a ton of items that you hardly ever need to use, and a thirst, hunger, and sleep meter that don't add anything to the experience, as the story always feels like it's about to get interesting, but just ends up being a different flavor of fetch quest. In a gameplay experience that's about as fun as actually living on the street. Meet the idiots who populate the surreal slice of Britain, all with identical dopey faces like a town full of Funko Pops, and discover an AI so profoundly broken you can literally get away with pretty much anything you want as you sneak around right in front of them, break into houses, chokehold the residents, and steal all their stuff, and straight up murder people in broad daylight. Until you forget to wear the right suit or something, and the whole town swarms on you like a crowd of angry bees because you're not poor enough. There's only so many little old ladies you can stump on before it gets stale, you know what I mean? Sorry, Gram. So take those pharmaceuticals and get that mojo flowing for another in a long line of unfortunate Kickstarters that bit off more crumpet than they could chew, and created a game that's only going to make a few people happy. Because for all its faults, at least they delivered something close to what was promised. Speaking of which, how's Star Citizen coming along? Yikes. Starring Austin Powerless, the one who rears, Groundskeeper Willie, of Mice and Big Ben, Gender-Bent Georgie, Evil Michael Caine, Little Illusion Annie, and Piers Morgan, Charles Dickens 2000. Look, I know that they use British voice actors, but I haven't heard dialogue this bad since Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder in Dracula.
We can be married when I return.
Of course.
All right.
Ugh.